Popular Nigerian comedian MC Mbakara and his wife Lolo Mbakara have opened up about their daughter's 9-year battle with severe cerebral palsy, revealing that the condition began from a lack of oxygen at birth. In a video shared on their social media platforms, the couple narrated the emotional circumstances surrounding the birth of their daughter Eke Mama, who was born on October 19, 2016. The National Institute of Neurological Disorders and Stroke defines cerebral palsy (CP) as a brain disorder that appears in infancy or early childhood and permanently affects body movement and muscle coordination. Cerebral palsy is caused by changes in the developing brain that disrupt its ability to control movement and maintain posture and balance. Cerebral palsy can occur before, during, or shortly after birth due to factors such as damage to the brain's white matter, interruptions in brain growth from gene changes, bleeding in the brain, or insufficient oxygen supply. Symptoms vary widely, affecting muscle tone, posture, coordination, and sometimes cognitive and sensory functions.
But somehow the baby was stuck. When I struggled to push, and there was a bit of a delay for the baby to come out because the head was stuck. I remember when the nurse was like, "Oh, push, 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 please! You don't want your baby to, so that your baby will not stop breathing, something like that." And eventually, the baby came out. When the baby came out, the baby needed aid. You know, baby was not crying, so they were like tapping the baby to cry and all, but the baby was not breathing. So they tried to suction the baby, and they're like, "Okay, bring oxygen. We need oxygen." There was no oxygen in the hospital.
Hi everyone. Yeah, you already know my name is MC Mbakara.
My name is Lolo Mbakara.
Alright, and we have Eke Mama. Eke Mama, as we fondly call her, Eke Aya Aya.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So Eke Mama happens to be our first daughter, our first child, our only daughter, and our first child. Yes, and she's 9 years old.
She will be 9 years old. Yeah, she's 9 years old.
9 years old, depending on when
In a few days, she'll be 9 years old in a few days.
Yeah, so she was born on the
19th of
October,
yeah.
2016. 19 October 2016. Yeah, to the glory of God, she's a survivor. Yes, she has severe cerebral palsy. Yeah, severe cerebral palsy. And I don't know, like, I think my wife and I feel like this is the highest. I'm not sure. I think anything other than this, the person I don't know, is there anything higher than this? Should be the highest.
We don't know. we don't know.
Yeah.
So far,
I feel it's the highest.
This is the most severe case we've come across for cerebral palsy and warriors.
Yeah.
This is the most severe case that we have come across. So we don't know.
I don't know if there's any other one because I'm wondering what could be worse than
this. Yeah.
Yeah. So Eke is 9 years old and she has spent 95% of her life sleeping. So apparently she has been sleeping for 9 years.
Yes, she has been sleeping for 9 years. So, when I know people may want to ask what happened or how did it happen, so throughout my pregnancy period, of course, going to antenatal and everything was fine. Down right to delivery, day of delivery, everything was going well. I know that my doctor came and checked me once or twice, and then dilated. And the doctor, I think the last time the doctor came around and saw me, and the doctor said, very soon you're going to go into the, how do they call that space where you go to push? Very soon you go into push. Your time is almost, time is almost up for you to go and push. And then I didn't see the doctor anymore. And when it was time for me to push, I think it was like, I don't know, it was a nurse. And then sometimes you see some cleaners with their uniforms on, but anyhow, went into the labor room and it was time to push. But somehow the baby was stuck. When I struggled to push, and there was a bit of a delay for the baby to come out because the head was stuck. I remember when the nurse was like, "Oh, push, 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 please. You don't want your baby to, so that your baby will not stop breathing," something like that. And eventually, the baby came out. When the baby came out, the baby needed aid. You know, baby was not crying, so they were like tapping the baby to cry and all, but the baby was not breathing. So they tried to suction the baby, and they were like, "Okay, bring oxygen. We need oxygen." There was no oxygen in the hospital.